Walked into the empty net. I was like, when I was coming downhill, the goalie was actually in the net in the right spot, and then when I passed it across, I guess it was just right blade, so it couldn't slide over. So I didn't even realize, but it was worked out well. Lucky bounce.
Seen anything like that?
I've seen it before, but I've never seen a goal. I don't think come of it. I don't know. Maybe they have, but I don't think I've seen a goal come of it. So a little bit lucky.
How do you guys played bouncing back from the last loss?
I thought, they're obviously a really good team. I thought we played pretty good. Again, the effort was there. They worked really hard. Obviously, some things you want to clean up, but they're a good team. They're going to make good plays, and Bucky played great. And, it was a great team effort, and I think we're happy with that performance. Coming off a loss, I think we're pretty pleased. There's obviously things we want to clean up, but I think we like that.
Adam's been in the top six with Mark Scheifele out. Just how does that speak to his versatility, being able to fill in certain gaps like that? And whether it's bottom six, top six, he always seems to be consistent.
Yeah, it's really it's important it's helpful for our team, like having a guy like that. I mean, all of our guys are pretty versatile and can play up and down the lineup and can contribute with anyone. So, but with Laus, he's done an amazing job so far, playing big minutes, being that still that defensive guy, but also getting on the score sheet and contributing lots more. So. It speaks a lot to the kind of player he is, and it's huge for that's been obviously losing Mark sucks. Like you can't replicate a guy like that, but Laus has gone up to that top line and done a great job. So it's huge for our team success right now while Mark's away.
Well, would you see when Vladislav and Mesikov seem to kind of be in the middle of anything, taking penalties, drawing a bunch, around the puck a lot?
Yeah, I mean, he drew a couple penalties, took a couple heavy hits and stuff. I mean, obviously you don't want to do that every 82 games a year because wear and tear on the body. But he's that's the kind of guy. He's always he's not the biggest guy, but he works so hard. He goes to the right areas, and he's not afraid to take a hit to make a play. And he's always around the puck, drawing penalties. He's got a little bit of chippiness to him, which I think he's got an edge, so that works to his advantage. And just a lot of fun to play with a guy like that. So we're enjoying it.
Like to see Mason Appleton snap his drought.
Yeah, it was good. Obviously, stuff like that happens. I mean, you can get hot and get cold, and he's been a huge part of this team as well. So it's nice to see him get on the score sheet. I think he was a little relieved, and hopefully the floodgates are open for him now, and game-winning goal, so it's big.
Well, we just described the Kyle Connor effect.
Yeah, I mean, he just adds a whole other element to the game. I mean, the other team has to worry about a guy like that. I mean, it's I can't imagine it's fun for them. He's such a good player and such an elite goal scorer, and he can change the game in an instant. So other teams really have to pay attention to that. So it just adds to our depth of this team and adds to that another weapon. So it's great to have him back.
It looks like hands, feet, speed. None of that was missing despite being out for 5 weeks, on top of the fact that he got back earlier than predicted. How impressed are you by all of those factors combined?
Yeah, I wasn't really surprised. I mean, in practice he looked great. I mean, maybe a little, I was maybe expecting a little bit of a little hesitant around his knee and stuff like that. But, I mean, he skates so well. He skates so fast. He's so smart and elusive with the puck. And he didn't really show any of that tonight. So he was pretty good. And, he didn't look like he missed a step at all. So it was impressive to, how good he played. It's great to have him back. And I think, if that's his first game back in 5 weeks, I think, he's going to keep bringing it more and more. And, it's great for us.
Next. You score a goal. Great start to the week, no?
Great start to the week. Yeah, it was obviously a good Packers win, but big win tonight by us. I thought, when you go on such a long win streak and then you drop one game, you want to get right back to your winning ways. And, that's obviously a really good hockey team, really disciplined team. They don't give you much, but we found a way to win tonight, and, we're back on the right track. We think that good teams don't lose 2 in a row, especially at home. So, it was a big win for our club.
Take us through your goal.
I mean, when you have quite the streak of not scoring, I think you just got to, get a greasy one around the net. So it's kind of funny how that went in, but I'll certainly take it.
Has Kenny Chesney ever sounded better to you?
No, he really hasn't. That was nice.
That does count as greasy, that one, I guess, doesn't it?
Oh, certainly. I think, their D-man kind of had it, and I was just like, kind of poking at it, like not even trying to shoot it and score it, just one of those bang bang, and it's in the back of the net. I'm like, there we go, I needed that.
Adam Lowry's been, a big part of your team all year, but with Mark Scheifele down now, he stepped into the top 6 and played a really big role for you guys. You play with him all year. What is it about him that makes him able to be versatile and kind of step into those different roles?
Yeah, I mean, well, this is a 200-foot player, so whether he's playing up or down in the lineup, his role is a very hard game, and he's good with the puck. He's good on the forecheck. He's good defensively, so he can be trusted in all 3 zones, all areas of the ice, and then guys just make simple reads off of him because he's plays such a predictable, honest game that it makes it easy to play with him. So whether it's high skill guys playing with him or normally me and Nino, it really doesn't matter too much because what you're going to get out of Adam. It's going to be a hard-working, direct game, and it makes it really easy to read off of and create.
Kind of leadership by example in a sense?
Sure. I think Adam's always been like that. In this league, it's either you're insanely elite at, 1 or 2 things, or you try to check as many boxes as you can, and I think Adam's a guy that, in my eyes, he checks every single box. So that's why he is, one of the probably the most complete player we have, you could say, and that's why he's our captain. Is he can do a little bit of everything for us.
While scoring isn't maybe at the top of your job description, what's it like still to go 25 with him?
Well, yeah, it's it can be tough. Like you said, it's not always in my job description, but I had a hot start to the year scoring, and then you go on a stretch like that, you're kind of gripping it a little bit. It was funny. I was aimlessly just shooting pucks in the net after practice yesterday, and Arneal came up to me. He's like, "Just take a breath, get around the net, and it'll happen for you." So yeah, it's just nice to see one go in, and my game's not always dictated on points and this and that, but I found a way to be an effective player even when I'm not scoring goals, say. But every player needs a score here and there at times, depending on your role. So it was nice to have him going.
After the hot start, you were thinking what, maybe a career
50?
high?
No. I never really put a number on it like that, but just try to play my consistent game. And when they fall, and sometimes they don't for a little bit. And some of the best scorers in this league go on 15, 20 game streaks. So yeah, it's over now, so I can put that in the past.
Thanks, Mason.
there, Strain. How are you? Good. Well, man, must be something big happening. You're out here. We're bringing in the A squad now, man.
What's some overall thoughts on how you thought your team played after a loss?
No, I think we played well. I think we can be sharper. I think we're giving up a few too many shots, and yeah, so I think we can be sharper. But listen, we played hard, and that's a good team over there. They're very offensive-minded, so they're tough to defend. I think we're going to give our guys 2 days off. I think they need a mental break and a physical break, and we're going to take advantage of these 2 days, and because it's going to be a tough road trip, and we need to be a little sharper, I think. But listen, we played well to win, and I love the heart that we're playing with. They're working their butts off. Sometimes you're just not as sharp mentally, and I think that showed tonight. But you find good teams find a way to win.
I know Mason Appleton's not known for scoring, but what did you see from him during his 25 games without scoring?
He's still helping the penalty kill, and he's an assertive player. I mean, he goes up and down that wing. He's very strong on his feet. He's an excellent skater, and he plays hard. You know, he's a good Winnipeg Jet hockey player. He goes hard and he plays smart, and he uses his size when he can around the net. And he takes the puck to the net. He does a lot of little things that we like.
Did you see anything change? Him pressing at all? Or?
No.
Adam Lowry has stepped up into a bigger role with Mark Scheifele out. I'm just curious from your vantage point, what Adam does so well to be able to kind of go up and down the lineup, be put in different scenarios in a pinch.
What he does well is he plays his game every night, no matter who he's playing with, no matter who he's playing against. He just plays Adam Lowry hockey. He's hard to play against because he's big and he's strong, he's physical, but he doesn't. The best thing about him, he doesn't change his game. So yeah, we move him up with those guys. He still plays the same way, whether he's playing the second line, third line, first line. That's what we love about him. You're going to get the same effort, you're going to get the same compete, the same style of play, regardless who he's up against, regardless who he's playing with, and that's why we love him so much.
Is that an example of leadership by example? In a
Yeah,
sense?
that's what he does. That's why he's captain. He just goes out and he plays his heart out every shift, regardless of the situation and who he's playing with. So it doesn't affect him. He just goes out and plays Adams hockey.
Rick, would you describe the effect that Kyle had at 5-on-5 and power play after being out for 5 weeks?
Yeah, he was impressive. He was a threat with the puck every time. He's tough to defend when he gets those cutbacks and everything. So you give him the puck and something good's going to happen. But give him credit because, again, most guys take 2 or 3 games to get their timing and their reads and everything. He just stepped in there tonight like he hadn't missed 16 games. So that's very, very impressive.
Well, he and Gabriel haven't been able to play too many
No.
games together, and I mean, granted, they are missing Mark in between them, but what did you see with those two together that maybe picked up from what they had started from the beginning of the season?
It's a tough one to answer because without Mark in there, honestly, they're still getting used to each other. Because one was hurt and the other guy got hurt. They haven't played a whole lot together. So they're both, good at what they do, and it'll probably take a little more time for them to develop that chemistry that we can see. But with the amount of time both of them missed, it's hard to evaluate that.
What did you see from Vladislav Mestikov tonight, Rick?
Vlad, he plays the same way every night. Like he's versatile, and that's what he does. He's a hockey IQ, a great hockey sense, sees the ice really well, and he hangs onto the puck, doesn't throw it away, and makes plays.
You think you'll finally get to see the Scheifele and Velarde?
Well, that's what we're hoping.
Saturday open? Yeah.
Well, that's the plan. Yeah, we're hoping for Saturday, but we don't know. I can't answer that.
How aware were you of the Islanders' record in here against this team?
I don't get beat up on that stuff. That doesn't mean anything. The only thing that matters is how we go out and play the game tonight. Thanks.